Alrighty, what's going on, people? Well, fans, it's the Jedi number one. He's here, and you might see some little flashes in the background because I'm about to play some Madden 24 franchise. And yes, I know what you're probably going to probably say or probably put in the comics section. Yes, the Steelers and the Eagles lost. The Eagles just lost a minute ago. Just some time ago. So here we are. Look at this score. Can you believe this? Niners, 42-19. They scored 14 points in the last three quarters. Eagles shut them out first quarter. 6 points. And that was field goals. Let's see. Let me see. Yeah, field goals. Jake Elliott field goals. They wanted to be cocky, put up these little field goals, then touchdown, and then touchdown for the third quarter, 13 points for the Eagles of their touchdown, a Jalen Hurts yard run, and Deebo Samuels with a touchdown. He was killing the Eagles too. He was killing them. And then the Niners scored again, 35 points to 13. Then the Eagles scored 19. They did not kick the extra point, which is why it's 19-42. And I hate when teams try to just be, oh, let's just get the points. I know you want to score, but it's like, come on. And at that point, they could have actually at least shown that they can. But hey, no. Let me tell you this: defense allowed this team to put up a 42 point. Niners, the Eagles have Niners have good passing yardage, though the Eagles kind of had good passing yardage. So the rushing yards, Eagles got destroyed. Rushing yards have worked, of course, because of McCaffrey. Yards per play, Niners. So Niners literally has ruled every single of this game. Philly did not do a single thing besides kick field goals. That's bad. At least field goals. Let's look at the stats, the defense stats, though. They have 3 sacks allowed. Niners have 3 sacks. And the Eagles have 2 sacks. Which is okay, but let me summarize what I was saying before in the last 2 videos that I did of this. Now, let's go back here. Of the start of the 2023 season, the Eagles had, let's look at their defense stats. They had allowed 3 sacks allowed, which is understandable because it was the first game. They got 2 sacks. Good. They forced a fumble. Good. They forced an interception. Good. They also had a fumble loss. Bad. But they won the game, though. Look. Let me say. Vikings. They forced 4 fumbles on the Vikings. They sacked the Vikings twice. Vikings sacked the Eagles 4 times. Bad. The Eagles threw an interception. Bad. Understandable. Eagles have dominated with the rushing yards. And these are teams that are now trying to get good and had their players from before that are now hurt. And the Eagles could have actually lost this. Vikings could have actually blown out the Eagles. Buccaneers, I wanted them to beat. They actually did a good job, though. Like I said before, they put them down by a digit point, 25-11. I love that. I just wish they could have held down a blowout, which they did with the Dolphins, which I will get to in a bit. But let's look at this, though. Let's look at the defense stats. Again, they had good yardage than the Buccaneers, though. And the Buccaneers were 2-0. And they were 2-0. And the Eagles went 3-0 and beat the Buccaneers to a 2-1. The Buccaneers allowed 2 sacks. Eagles had 2 sacks. They forced a fumble and an interception. Hurts do 2 interceptions, which is dumb and costly. They allowed a sack, and that's all for that game. Let's go back to that, and let's go to the third game. Oh, that was the third game. Fourth game. Washington Commanders. Here we go again. Like I was saying before, and I believe somebody else was saying that, hey, Everybody keep on saying, "Oh, this team is fine. This team is not fine." But look, I'm not gonna lie. They allowed it 5 sacks. Well, no, Washington did. Washington allowed it 5 sacks. That's okay. Well, for the Eagles, that they got 5 sacks. Well, not for the team, Washington team. For the Eagles, they allowed it 3 sacks, which is understandable because again, this is a division rival. If you lose to a division rival, you can always go back and play your division rival. With other teams that you don't play as much, that's a big issue. No turnovers was divided with the first meeting, only sacks, which ended up in the overtime win for the Eagles. We could have actually lost that, and I could have been upset. Cause like I said, and the reason I'm doing the Eagles first because the Eagles have lost. Just a minute ago, so why not just do that? I will get with the Steelers. I will get with that, and like I said, I'm a half Eagles fan, so I am going to. Whoever's the Eagles fan that's watching this is not going to be happy because I am literally talking like they can't win. I mean, I know they can win, but like, if you understand what I'm saying, they have not been doing what we actually want them to do. Now, yes, I understand new defensive coordinator, but the defensive coordinator that is new to this team needs to figure out how to manage his defense. They were doing so well of like getting to the quarterback. They were like at least doing good, getting to like 5 sacks, at least 5 sacks. Onto like 5 sacks. They had 5 sacks versus Washington. Let me see the sacks versus the Rams. And again, I like how they put their opponent down by up a digit, and this was up by 9. And let's look at the defense stats for this game. 4 sacks allowed by the Rams. Good for the Eagles because they got 4 sacks with that as well. 1 sack allowed, though. So basically, for the start of the year, Dave were doing okay. Like they were, Hurts was doing some interceptions. He was getting sacked a little bit. But yeah, that was okay. Now, it's just the defense is like, they're not doing good. They're not doing good. They went 5-0, and then they lost to the Jets. Where's that Jets game at? Here we go. And I did not like this one because, I did not like this one. And 5 sacks allowed by the Jets. Like I said, look at this right here. 5 sacks allowed. 5 sacks allowed. 5 sacks allowed by the Jets. I will zoom in again. 5 sacks allowed. 5 sacks allowed. 2 sacks allowed for the Eagles. A fumble loss. 3 interceptions thrown. The turnovers that cost the Eagles. But they dominate on the rushing. Partially. But lost to the Jets. Which sucks. But hey. Let's look here. The Dolphins. You want to know what they did with the Dolphins? They blew out the Dolphins. That's the way how to win a football game. That's the way how to win a football game. How to win a football game. The Dolphins allowed it 4 sacks. Eagles allowed it 3. The Dolphins forced a fumble and an interception. Eagles forced an interception. But hey, they blew out the Dolphins. 31-17. In a classic battle, basically. Because they were wearing the classic suits, and the Dolphins were wearing similar classic suits. Uniforms, I should say. And then Washington. Again. They won it by 7. Good division rival, though. Washington plays more competitive to Philly than Dallas. Actually, no, Dallas and Washington do. New York doesn't at times. They both do. Everybody in the NFC East goes back and forth. But Washington is the consistent team that goes head to head with the Eagles. More than Dallas. Well, Dallas, they both do it. But I would say Washington has done it too. 2 sacks allowed by the Eagles. 1 by Washington. 1 interception by Washington. 2 fumbles lost by the Eagles. All right, let's look here. Cowboys. The Cowboys. I don't want to get... wait, matter of fact, yeah, I'll explain it. Here we go. The Cowboys allotted 5 sacks. Good. And this is before they went onto the bye week. This is before, like, after they completed the 9 games of their first half of the season. This is the second half of the season, basically. And they're acting like complete, you know what. 1 fumble lost by Dallas, though. But the Eagles allotted 3 sacks. So they officially have been playing dominance. They only blown out 1 team and put 2 teams under 2 digits, which is good. But the rest of these close games were going to be good. We actually have said that these were going to be close games, though, with the Chiefs again. And I have a video of them sucking versus the Chiefs in the first half, going to the second half of the game. And the Chiefs kind of dominated on yards, but still lost the game. 5 sacks allowed by the Eagles. 1 sack allowed by the Chiefs. Wow. And forced 1 fumble and 1 interception. The Eagles did 1 interception, but still won the game. They're 9-1. But here's more. The Buffalo Bills. And this is very funny to Buffalo Bills fans. Who that's a Buffalo Bills fan that's watching this, I'm so sorry, but Josh Allen can't win a game, and y'all suck. And then another New York team loses to Philadelphia in their possessional hands. Basically in Philadelphia's depth trap. This was so funny though. But this was actually the first time the Eagles had a greater, more challenge, because the Buffalo Bills actually are a good team. They actually was like a high-powered team, actually. Who knows that I've said they were. And yeah, this was the first time that the Eagles have fought a team like this. Well, that was able to move the ball than what the 49ers did today, which I'm going to get to. Yeah, we only have 1 sack. Again, these 1 sacks through the last... Right now they have gotten 4 sacks after the bye week. That's kind of okay. But they have turned the ball over many times. Yeah, they got one interception. So that's set right now. Now to this game, and this will wrap up for Philly. 2 sacks allowed for the Niners. That's good. 3 sacks allowed for the Eagles. They have really allowed more sacks than getting sacks after they came from their bye. They have forced no turnovers, but the Eagles lost though, and the Niners gained it in the process. And I actually showed this at first when I first started this video, but like if you look at the Eagles' remaining schedule, as I will go here in the process, they have the Cowboys. I actually want the Eagles to sweep the Cowboys because they haven't swept the Cowboys since the 2000 era. They gotta beat the Seahawks. They haven't beat the Seahawks since 2008. The Giants. I want them to beat the Giants. If they don't beat the Giants on Christmas, I'm going to be upset. The Cardinals. They gotta beat the Cardinals. If the Cardinals lose or win, and this is on December 31st. This is New Year's. Why did I just back out? And these are the games that were today. Dallas actually won a closer. I kind of wanted them to win so they can actually be competitive when they fight the Eagles. And I'm going to get with the Steelers next, so this video is not as far from being over. Browns lost, and I was so happy because this helps the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's look at the division anyway. No, I guess we'll just wrap up with the Eagles anyway. And the Steelers are back in second place. Perfect. They need to win. They're going to play the New England Patriots Thursday. Now let's look. I'm already at this. Alright, I guess that ends it for. I want to talk about Philadelphia a little bit though. We'll get with that in the process after I'm done talking about this. Okay, so the Pittsburgh Steelers. Um, how can I start? Yeah, yeah. Okay, so they lost 24-10 in Pittsburgh. Just to let you know, the weather actually helped the Cardinals. Actually, no. Let me rephrase that. The weather helped. Basically, the Pittsburgh Steelers were fighting the weather. They wasn't fighting the Cardinals. They were playing against the weather. The weather helped the Cardinals get the win, and the Pittsburgh Steelers lost to the weather. They literally lost to the weather. And yes, I'm wearing my Pittsburgh Steelers hat, and I'm telling you this: the Arizona Cardinals did not win. They got the win because of the weather. They won because of the weather. They won literally because of the weather. Let's look at the stats for defense. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, these yards are kind of like okay for like both teams. Connor came in and just wrecked the Steelers defense. Literally, it was just like Steelers had no sacks allowed. Perfect. First game without no sacks allowed. Am I right? They turned the ball over though with a fumble. Kenny Pickett has not do that. Well, has not done that yet. They had 9 penalties though. 9 penalties though. So yeah, but they have 2 sacks though because of T.J. Watt and Highsmith, which is good. Yeah, we have a lot of no sacks, but they got 2 sacks. Am I right? But due to two delays that caused the game is bad. So let's look at the player stats. Pickett goes down hurt. Oh wait, blah blah blah. Let's go to Steelers. Mr. Trubisky did okay. But I wouldn't want him to be a starter though for the next game if Pickett doesn't play. Pickett got hurt though. He's 7 of 10 with 70 yards. He actually started off good. Free share for Kenny Pickett. Najee Harris did okay. He has more carries though than any other Steeler on the team with 63 yards. Warren, we could have just kept running it with Warren. Well, maybe upset was they did not go for a field goal to at least go 6-3 in halftime. Steelers up the lead by 3. Cardinals could have at least went for a touchdown, and then we could have tried to score, but they didn't do it. That's what made me upset. Or they didn't run it with Warren. They gave it to Harris. Harris, heavy-footed self, did not go in. And to be honest to myself, he's heavy-footed. He came into the NFL not explosive. To me, he is. I don't know. To me, he wasn't explosive when he came into the NFL. When Ben Roethlisberger was understanding with the offense that is now with Najee Harris, bad. He did not explode anything. He only did one time versus Ben's last game at home. Well, Heinz Field. They used to be called Heinz Fields, but it's called Acrisure Stadium. Acrisure Stadium, for those that is not familiar. So basically, when Ben Roethlisberger left, Heinz Field left, which didn't make sense. They named it Acrisure Stadium, which is bad. Mr. Trubisky, though, I mean, like I said, he did okay. He did okay. His name was actually Mitchell Trubisky. Mitch Trubisky, basically. But Mitchell Trubisky. They didn't say Mitch. Yeah. George Pickens and Deontay Johnson did good. Deontay Johnson has the second touchdown catch of this year. Yeah, this year, because he has caused. Excuse me. Blah. Okay, yeah, excuse me. Connor actually he was actually looking for Connor Hayward. At first, Mr. Trubisky was trying to hit Connor Hayward, and Highsmith got oh wait, no, actually they have like at least 2.5 sacks because 2.5 sacks because what? Yeah, that's 2.5 sacks. So yeah, they have no turnovers. They have no takeaways though. But they tried it though, and let's look at their schedule. So enough said about this game. They did good versus the Bengals. Still a close game though. This wasn't close though. They got smacked by the Cardinals. A weak, pitiless team. The Patriots and Steelers. And also, just to let you know, I was able to see that game, today. Steelers and Cardinals. And this is going to be a game that's similar. The Steelers and the Patriots are similar to each other. This is going to be on Amazon Prime, and I will watch it. So, yeah. I will also see this game, because this is on Saturday. I will also see this game Saturday. I'm not sure about these two games, but I was able to see this, because again, I'm in a different part of Pennsylvania. I'm not in Pittsburgh. I'm in a different part of Pennsylvania. So, I can't see majority of the Pittsburgh games. I wasn't able to see the Jaguars. Yeah, I wasn't able to see the Jaguars game or the Texans game, but I was able to see the Niners, them versus the Niners, Browns, the Raiders, the Ravens, the Rams, the Titans, the Packers, the Browns, and the Bengals. Now I saw them play the Cardinals. Well, versus the Cardinals. Play the Cardinals, basically. So I saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I saw 10 Steelers games in my area this year of the NFL 2023 of Super Bowl 58. I will see this. Well, of course I was able to see this because Amazon Prime, but I'm going to be able to see this on Amazon Prime. I think this is the only. Oh wait, no, they're not the only team that played second on Thursday night. Because Dallas played on Thursday too, but that wasn't on Prime. Yeah, I will see these next 3 games. I'm not sure about these two. These two on Saturdays. This is Thursday. This Thursday that's coming up. As you can see, this is a Sunday, December 3rd. As you look at the bottom of my screen. Get rid of that there. That was my Gmail. Yeah. As you look at the bottom of my screen right here in the process where my mouse is, it's 8:10. It's December 3rd of a Sunday, 2023. Sunday, December 3rd, 2023. And also to Army and Navy football game. The true America's game of the week. America's football game. Then the NFL. I'm sorry. I really think this is actually the very important game of all games. Then all NFL games that I've ever watched. This has to be the important game. So yes, I will make a review out of that. Well, actually, no, I won't, unfortunately. I'm just going to watch the game, though. Yeah. So basically, the Steelers have been doing good. Now, they won these 2 games. The Browns sliced it. They won against the Bengals. The Cardinals sliced it. Can they win against the Patriots and the Colts and the Bengals? And these are teams that have not beaten the Steelers in a little bit. The Steelers have not beaten the Patriots in a little bit. I hope they beat the Patriots. The Colts have not beaten the Steelers since 2008, and I hope they don't not lose this game. I just want to get past this game. I want to get past this game in this game. I don't want to split with the Bengals. I want to swap the Bengals. And I don't want to lose to this. I don't want to lose these 3 games. Especially the Colts and the Bengals. Seattle. I don't want to lose to Seattle. The Ravens. Like, due to what this team's record is, the Ravens are going to play next week during the bye week. So we actually had the chance to actually try to at least put a scare on them and didn't. But hey, we have a chance to Thursday. If this team wins, they're going to be good. Well, not good, but Bengals play tomorrow. I kind of want the Bengals to lose. Steelers, I want them to win versus the Patriots. We gotta beat these Patriots. This is it. Gotta beat the Patriots. Gotta beat these Patriots. And they said the Steelers are in 5th place. So, up the wild card spot in the playoffs. 7 teams only can make the playoffs. I really think 8 should be in the playoffs just because, but unfortunately that's not. Oh wait, no, I see why. Or at least 9 teams can be in the playoffs, but they will have to make the regular season longer a little bit in order for that to happen. If you know what I mean. Okie dokie. What else? I saw Houston win in a good bash win versus the Broncos. Broncos are in 2nd place. Don't believe that. And the Chiefs, I believe, is playing now. No, they're not. At 8:20. So let's go back. And they got the Bills. Bills are on a bye week. They lost against the Eagles. They got the Chiefs. And they got the Cowboys. And they got the Chargers. Chargers actually blew out the Patriots today. I got to go to that Chargers game. Look at this. 6-0. That's insane. 6-0. And I was actually just looking at their history stats today. If you know what I mean. Yeah, look at this. So just by that, I might have just jinxed the Patriots. So look at this. The Patriots have not won. Well, have not lost to the Chargers in 7 straight battles that they have meted. The last time the Chargers beaten the Patriots was 2008. The 2008 season, not the playoffs. This is the playoffs right here. And, of course, this is with Tom Brady. I think Tom Brady got blown away. I don't think he did. I think he did. I think he did. But, yeah. But now, if you look at this, here's a blowout. A 6-0 blowout to the Patriots. Chargers have their 16th win versus the Patriots. Wow. Chargers got tired of the Patriots blowing them out. But yeah, that's literally what's been. That was so funny though. That was so funny. Let me see. How many turnovers did they? 5 sacks allowed. No sacks allowed for the Chargers. And they have 1 fumble. 1 fumble loss. I bet Elliott fumbled that football because Elliott is a fumbler. I kind of wanted him to go to the Browns, but let's get back to the let's get back to it though. So let's get back with the Philadephia Eagles, and I'll wrap up with the Steelers, and then that'll be it for the video. So, again, they lost to the Niners. Bad. Yeah, they lost to the Niners. Nothing that Philly can say. I mean, the Niners have actually played a decent game. They're a good team. They put their franchise together. Give them credit. The Eagles have, San Francisco fans should actually give Philly credit to. But this is a team that's going to be in the playoffs, as well as Dallas. These two teams that the Eagles are going to be running into. Dallas and the 49ers. Washington kind of has a... No, Washington does not have a chance to go into the playoffs. They're officially out. And New York. Well, New York actually does have a chance to go in. New York does have... Well, they got to get past Philly first. But if Philly doesn't do anything to give up a dumb loss to New York, then New York's permanently out. Unless New York can actually upset Philadelphia, which I'm saying, if the Giants beat the Eagles on Christmas, then they actually have a shot of making it into the playoffs. Let's look at the Giants really quick, and then this will be it to wrap up for the Philadelphia Eagles. They've beaten Washington with that new quarterback that they got. They're on the bye week as well. So they have won 2 straight games. They're actually 4-8 right now, if I'm correct. Let's look at it. Yeah, they're 4-8 right now. So if they win versus the Packers, 5-8, 6-8, 7-8, 8-8, 9-8, playoffs. They actually have a shot to make the playoffs, or try to at least do something. Washington already played them, and Dallas already whooped their ass as it is. If we don't need to explain how they did it, they just did it with bigger points. Philly, I am going to say they're probably going to split with the Giants. I'm sorry. Giants are probably going to make the playoffs, though, either way. But they can try. Now, but if the Packers beat the Giants, then yeah, their playoffs is done. Their playoffs is done. Only thing the Giants have to do is not lose no more games. But if they lose against the Packers, their playoffs is done. I do believe that the Giants team can make the playoffs. But I'm not said. I'm going to go back to the Eagles. The Eagles need to sweep Dallas, win against Seattle, beat the Giants, Cardinals, and the Giants. Win these next 5 games. Bam. You get the first spot. Because if they lose again to Dallas, 49ers is going to take it. And then the Eagles got to... they'll get the home advantage, but they'll still get the home advantage, but you want to have the home advantage of being in first place. That way you don't have to travel, if you know what I mean. Or you'll have to hope for the team that's in first place to lose, if you know what I mean. Now, enough said. I'm going to go back to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Wrap this thing up. I've talked about enough teams right now sucking. Especially this team right here that just lost a disgusting game. Then I just wanted to turn my TV off. Right now my TV's on because I'm about to play some Madden. And I got to get ready for work tomorrow, unfortunately. Yeah, so to recap, Steelers play this Thursday. I will do a recap, or try to do a recap. Yeah, I'm going to try to do a recap, and just how can I do this? Yeah, I'll probably try to do a recap when they get in halftime, or if I'm on a lunch break the next day, which is that Friday after the Thursday day is done, then yeah. But again, I will be able to see these next 3 games of the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm not sure about these 2 down here due to the area that I'm at in Pennsylvania. So, that said, as your host, Jedi number 1 is out. Again, he will make, if he can, he'll try to squeeze in a Madden video or a Mortal Kombat video. Yeah. But as your host, he is out.